world, it's the thing to do. But the world does not revolve around you. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas.
Yes, it's SpongeBob Christmas with our special guest in studio with us, Tom Kenny, the
Good
voice
morning,
of SpongeBob.
everyone.
Nice to have you here.
It's nice talking to you guys and fun talking. I feel like I've been on the show because I've listened to you guys for so many years.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been a guest before, but I guess this is the first time.
You probably have. We've been drinking.
I just do interviews in my head in the car.
It's weird because, you meeting us for the first time, hearing our voices over the years, and us meeting you for the first time, hearing your voice pretty much in everything. Your quick rundown, Adventure Time, you're on.
Yeah, Adventure Time. I'm the Ice King. Let's see, Dr. Octopus on Ultimate Spider-Man. Let's see, SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. And Gary. And the Jacques Cousteau narrator guy that says, meanwhile, SpongeBob is having fun with his friends. And Patchy the Pirate on that show, too. And all kinds of stuff. And then there's old
fun.
stuff, Powerpuff Girls. So once again, the day is saved. A lot of that kind of...
Now you're married, so
you're the best, most fun. Is it really fun, or is it after a while you're like, I don't feel like going in?
Oh, God, no. No.
It's a blast.
It's a blast. Every day you're like, I can't believe they're still giving me money to make funny voices, and I don't have to put the pins in the sweaters after people try them on at Macy's, which is which is a former day job of mine, by the way. Working in the basement of a bank. One of the great things. I mean, you guys probably have no other skills either, right?
Right.
Zero.
It's not like, gee, should I go into radio or service my lucrative brain surgery career?
Yeah, no, this is it. And
I'm at a crossroads here.
Quite honestly, this is questionable. Okay.
Exactly. So that's every day is just a blast, and like we were talking off air, it's kind of a relatively, like radio, small group of people that you just kind of run into all the time, and the small number of people do the majority of the work in town. So, it's as close as I'll ever get to being like a Navy SEAL or something like that.
It's a very, very tight-knit group. It's a very small group. And once you get in, then you're in. But, it's like I said, an elite club, and it's hard to get inside that voice actor club. Yeah, and one of the things that you have working for you once you break into it is that, people have a whole bunch of other stuff to do, casting directors and stuff, and, they're dealing with, like, pain in the neck celebrities. Just to have Tom come in and do the Russian guy and the hillbilly.
And you're easy. They're like, oh, you're so easy.
Yeah, right? you're just it's a no-brainer to have you come in and you can handle all this stuff, and then they can... Are you worried that maybe you'll get typecast at some point? I mean, do voice actors get typecast because you're the voice of SpongeBob? It's like, well, we don't know if he can do that. He's SpongeBob. Well, one of the hardest things about the business once you break in is convincing the powers that be that you can do more than the thing that you first hit at. So, and I think after years of working on that, if you look at the resume at the IMDb, it's pretty wide ranging. So, if I was on camera, typecast city, okay, nerdy middle-aged white guy with glasses, okay, dorky
wacky
dad.
Friend
Tom, there's a dorky dad call down on La Cienega. So, you go down there, you're sitting there with the midgets and the Santas, but I didn't think it'd be possible to be typecast as a voice actor, and you said, no, so you still have to convince the powers that be that you can do more than
because
than
his reel says a certain thing, and you're like, well,
and then, you're SpongeBob, but then
you can be, I've been, stuff that I would never get to play if I was an on-camera guy, obviously. I've been Iron Man, I've been Captain America, I've been Spider-Man.
I could never play a sponge. I'm not a peripheran enough, and
it's fun. I'm kids. I've been kids. I've been women. I've been.
You've been a woman.
Of course.
Let's hear your woman.
That was
a few years ago. Oh my, it's hot in here.
Tom Kenny with us, 1-800-955-5567. It's time to give out that pair of tickets to the KLOS Christmas show.
9:15 already?
It's past 9:15. Time flies.
It does fly in here. This room's crazy. It's like Vegas.
We're going to go to Tara on line 4. She has a question for you, Tom. Hello, Tara.
Hello.
Say hi to Tom.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My question was, I was kind of wondering how it is, like, you hear your voice all the time, pretty much, because everybody knows SpongeBob. And how do you feel about that? Like, every kid knowing exactly who you are, but not really knowing you.
I love it. It's great. Because, if people are thinking about the actor doing the human actor that's behind the character, then you're utterly failing at your job. Like, your job is to be, like I'm working the voice box of this big Transformer robot that's this animated show, and somebody's working, you know what I mean? Like, it's so collaborative. There are hundreds of people involved in this illusion that these characters are living and breathing and thinking. These drawings are moving, and you're just that one aspect. And I think, you don't get sick of it. I never wanted to be famous, and, it's kind of a great it's kind of a nice middle ground, and you don't get that.
You get to do your thing, but you still get.
And
to
you don't get that dysfunctional "I am not Spock," relationship with your character where you
and you don't have to take a picture with every kid on the planet.
Yeah,
no one knows you are unless you want them to.
If I get outed at a birthday party or something, like forget about it. Hey, you know what that guy does?
Yeah, you never go to Chuck E. Cheese with your kids.
Yeah, forget. Could you leave a message from my cousin's friend's wife's brother?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what is? Did you do a voice on your voicemail?
No, of course not. Do you?
He doesn't do voices unless he's paid.
No. I'm a voice that hasn't been done yet.
People can't believe it. They're just like, I can't believe that. Like, of all people on the planet, you're the guy that keeps the default voice that comes with the device on there. You have reached 8189634.
You're constantly using it.
Well, Tara, you are going to the KLOS Christmas show.
Woohoo!
Yes, and you're also in the running for that VIP package, which is a hotel stay, a dinner, and then backstage passes, and a meet and greet with Heidi and myself. You know what? You should come, Tom.
I'll come.
Because I know they're always looking
do
for
the
someone
SpongeBob band.
to do. If you bring the SpongeBob band, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
10 pieces, girls.
And they're always looking for someone to read the night before Christmas.
Yeah. How great would that be?
If the entire lineup of Tom Kenny.
That would be good. Yeah.
Gary
Absolutely.
the snail.
That would be so great. I mean,
Eduardo from Waterton for Imaginary Friends. He could come on and read the writer on Dancer, on Dancer. I can't think of the other one. I know the date of them.
1-800-95-5.
I'm having a senior moment.
Imagine him being your dad, like reading bedtime stories.
But he probably doesn't do that. He's like I said, if you're...
Yeah, my dad finished furniture for a living. My mom's kitchen table. She bitched about it for 40 years. How many GD times do I have to tell you I want this table? And Dad's like, that's the last thing I want to do when I get home from work.
Yeah, my wife's dad did contracting on the side and same thing.
House looked like crap all the time.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're working on everybody else's house,
Not one voice at home, then.
No, you do it. You read to your kids, and they're I think I'm okay. The whole parenting experiment is kind of interesting.
How old are your kids?
15-year-old boy, 9-year-old girl.
Okay, so
same as you.
Do you have that too?
I have a 15-year-old girl, 9-year-old boy.
Oh wow, yeah, because my 15-year-old was born in '97, which is the year that we did the 7-minute pilot short for SpongeBob. So I always know how old, people go, how long has SpongeBob been around? I go, oh, how old's my kid? Okay, 15.
Right.
And my daughter's 9. So
when did he realize that it was you doing SpongeBob, or did you? Hey, you know what, Dad? You do a pretty good SpongeBob.
And you're like, oh.
It's kind of like when your dad is in any business, you're kind of conversant with, like if your dad works in a hardware store, you kind of know about horseshoe nails or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Horseshoe nails.
Just thought I'd throw that buzzword out there to show I'm not a total dilettante actor boy. But like they grew up around it. Like, a lot of our friends are voiceover people, animators, background artists, musicians. They grew up. My dad was an accountant for an air conditioning company, and my mom was like this Betty Crocker, June Cleaver housewife. So anything bohemian was just so incredibly exotic to me. And I went out, when I got old enough to look for that element in my life. It was like this quest that I was on. I don't want to have a conventional life.
That lady doesn't shave her armpits. So exotic.
I mean, my kids know what I do, but for the longest time, they weren't allowed to listen to this for content purposes. But so now that my daughter's old enough, like she'll roll her eyes. I mean, listening to, going to school, and they're listening in the car right now and rolling their eyes at good old Dad. But in the beginning, I was like, they can't hear this. I mean, you can't hear what I'm talking about. But for you, I mean, of course your kids. I mean, it's almost like every other kid got to experience you, and now you kind of ruined the fantasy of what the whole experience is for your own child.
Thanks a lot.
Really?
We'll be back with more of Fantasy Ruiner Tom Kenny after this.
Your child never got to experience everything other children got to experience. It's like great. I never thought of it like that. Awesome.
The funny thing is, like with all these DVD extras and things like that, on these animated features, kids above a pretty young age are, they see Ray Romano with the headphones on and the woolly mammoth on the split screen. So they kind of know that there's a guy that does it, unless they're maybe 5 or 6 or under,
Yeah.
So there's really no illusion being broken. But as far as content goes, I'm on a whole wide range of stuff, and some of it is preschool stuff, and some of it, like Adventure Time, is maybe 10 and up, and then some of it, like Brickleberry on Comedy Central, the Daniel Tosh produced show, is pretty scatological and adult, you know. So obviously that's off limits for the youngins.
Do you have a? Because I think what would be really interesting is to see like when you go into the voiceover session doing SpongeBob or whatever. The outtakes, the bloopers, where you're trying and you can't.
Yeah.
And,
emphasis on blue, by the way.
oh my God.
I imagine
Just.
They're bloopers.
That's what I would I think would sell like crazy
Did you
for
ever
adults.
keep? Did you ever keep old like blooper reels?
You know, I don't, but
they'd be awesome.
but the engineers at these places that have been working there
for the
forever.
Christmas party, they're like, "Listen to this one."
I call it their retirement fund.
Oh my
You know what I
God,
mean? It's
yeah.
like because there are a few places more sick and twisted than when the tape quote unquote isn't rolling at like a preschool show.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
and
it's
then,
like in
and then
here.
the characters are doing all kinds of things that they wouldn't do on the show.
That's definitely not in the script.
To each
No,
other.
It's like rivets. On an all new Too Hot for Nick Jr. It's the Nick Jr. they didn't want you to see.
Do you often get people coming up to you and saying and speaking as SpongeBob to you, and that just gets?
No, you know what? Any interest in anything I do that people evince just to me is evidence that the franchise and the show is still a going thing, and I don't have
That's
to
awesome.
bag groceries.
We have Ted on the phone. Ted wants to do a SpongeBob impression for you. See how well he's doing. Hey, hello, Ted on line 2.
Hello, this is Tom.
Hi, Ted.
Hey, Tom, this is SpongeBob and his square pasta.
Wow, that's awesome. It's my cross-dressing cousin, transsexual Bob Ted.
It's a sponge off.
Wow, that is
pretty uncanny. I think we better hide Ted. He's still going. He's still auditioning. Wait, I got more.
Gary, meow. Elmo here.
He's doing elbow now.
Wow.
Different guy.
He's actually performing an entire 11-minute long SpongeBob cartoon on the radio. This isn't the miniseries, Ted. This ain't Roots.
Lie, do not lie.
Oh, Ted.
Oh, God. Security?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Ted is in the building. The call is coming from inside the building. Ring.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. That was awesome.
Sponge off.
I'm always afraid when somebody does a SpongeBob that's a little too good. You know what I mean?
You're
It's like, uh-oh.
Have that man eliminated immediately. He must be destroyed. I must have those plans.
Thank you so much for coming in. Open door anytime you
Yeah,
want
my
to come
goodness.
in.
you.
And if you come to the KLOS Christmas show, it'd be
That
awesome.
would be.
I want to. Let's talk about that. What's the date again? I've been listening.
Thursday, December 13th.
Thursday, December 13th. Okay. Okay.
Hopefully, it's
awesome.
not raining and you can make it.
Yeah,
If it's
exactly.
raining, forget it.
Exactly. No, I do not go out in the rain. I don't believe in weather.
And be sure it's a SpongeBob Christmas.
December 6th
December 6th?
on Nickelodeon.
Absolutely sure it's December 6th.
Yes, they changed it from December 9th.
All right,
These are
good.
I'm the only
people
competent
again.
person in my own life.
My God.
Yeah, that's Nickelodeon who somehow arbitrarily changed the date. And then it's a SpongeBob Christmas album available digitally, iTunes, Amazon, Boing Boing, wherever
a
you
good
get your
gift.
digital music.
Already
It's a
out now.
fantastic virtual stocking stuffer.
Get that. Want to play that compilation? We're going to play Tom Kenny out here. So play the compilation of some of Tom's stuff.
The answer is meatballs! Swedish meatballs!
Dad, I'm sorry. I never should have made you go on that ride. No more roller coasters ever. Okay, Cat?
I am SpongeBob, destroyer of evil.
So I wanted to show you something telling of my soul. I take artful black and white photographs of my penguin's body parts.
1-800-955-5567. Thank you so much, Tom, for coming in. Tom Kenny,
Thanks, folks. Thanks for having me on. I love you guys.
We are Heidi and Frank.
Oh, that was just a little sample of the Heidi and Frank Show on 95.5 KLOS. To get more samples like this and hear all the fun we have, you can do that at 955klos.com. Now, to get the show in its entirety on demand, and if you want to watch the show, we webcast it every day, all you have to do is go to HeidiandFrank.com and become a premium package member. Do it right now.